Hi, shalom everyone. I thought I would do a special edition over here because, as you know, I've been touring around Jerusalem doing loads and loads of different clips in the especially last few months. And one thing I want to try and do is go through all the different gates in Jerusalem. Visit all of them. We know that there are 8 different gates in the old city of Jerusalem. And I thought I'd give an informative class, albeit I'm not going to be able to show you any visual pictures over here within regards to all the different 8 gates as we'll explore it together. We know that Jerusalem is famous for these gates. There's a lot of different history to it. So just a short synopsis. So possibly the most famous gate is the Jaffa gate, which probably most people will go to. It's right next to where the Jaffa Street is, Ben Yehuda Street. It's near the Mamilla Mall, and it's a gate that leads up potentially towards the Kotel and the Armenian Quarter and the Jewish Quarter, and it's quite close to the Zion gate itself. So they say that the main entrance actually itself of the old city is the Jaffa gate. Reported over, it was built by Suleiman in the year 1538. This actual name, apparently the name is Arabic. In Arabic, how do they pronounce it? They say the Bab El Halil, or the Hebron gate also, which Hebron means, I believe, the beloved, and refers to Abraham, the beloved of God, who naturally is, we all know, is buried in Hebron, as well as Yitzchak is with Rivka and Yaakov and Leah, also, Adam and Chava, also respectively. The gate on the western side of the old city marked the end of the highway leading from the Jaffa coast, and also leads towards the Muslim and Armenian quarters, as I stated before, and I think I did a live tour on that. It's a road that allows cars to enter the old city through a wide gap in the wall between the Jaffa gate and the actual citadel itself. As you actually saw, I think I did a live video on that also. This passage itself was originally built in the year 1898, 126 years ago, when I think it was Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany visited Jerusalem. At that point in time, there was ruling Ottoman Turks. They opened it so the German emperor at that time would not have to dismount his actual carriage itself to enter the city. This is what was reported over. So that's the Jaffa Gate in a nutshell, probably the most famous of the 8 gates, respectively. And we know that can actually lead, I think, even nowadays, even to Christian Quarter also, which is an entrance to the new gate itself. Also, and it goes towards also the Tower of David. We know that that's right at the start of the Jaffa Gate itself, which a place I did a video of also very, very recently. Okay, so the next gate is the Herods Gate, or you could call it the Flowers Gate over here. This actual gate itself is the entrance into the Muslim quarter through the northern wall. Herods Gate, the Flowers Gate, respectively. Somewhere I haven't been yet to at any stage in time. It's actually reported over that Judean king himself, great king, did not have anything necessarily to do with the gate itself. And this gate also leads to the old city markets. And some say that why is it called Flowers Gate over here? Because of the rosette carved over it. And I believe in Arabic itself, the Herod's Gate means awakened. That is their meaning within regards to that in Arabic, respectively, over there. Then the next gate, the third gate over here, you could say, is the Damascus Gate, place I also visited at one stage in time and did a short video clip on that a few months back also, which I would recommend everyone to search upon. Also, it's located to the northern wall, and it is the busiest and most, let's say, some people might say it's the most grandiose of the Jerusalem gates, respectively. The gate consists of one large center gate, originally intended for use by persons of high station, and 2 smaller side entrances for the regular commoners over there. So that is the Damascus Gate. And what do they call Damascus Gate? They also call that the Nablus Gate, I believe many people would also call also. And it's obviously the markets, you can see, is in it. And I think below the 16th century gate, archaeologists have uncovered parts of the entryway built by Emperor Hadrian, which was actually reported over in the year 2nd century CE, Common Era, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that is the third gate. So far we have spoken about the Jaffa Gate, Herod's Gate, and also the Damascus gate or Nablus gate. Now the new gate. What is the new gate? I believe why is it? Because it's the newest of all the 8 different gates. I think it was built in the 1889. I just visited this gate only a few days ago. The new gate was built with permission of Sultan Abdul Hamid II. Obviously, it's located in the northwestern corner of the city. And actually, this gate itself, if you go inside it, it will actually lead towards the Christian quarter. And I did a small mini tour of the Christian quarter only a couple of weeks back at the time over there, which is very, very interesting. Also, the Christian quarter itself has Jewish history to it also, and it's actually interesting. So according to that opinion, it said it was opened in the 1887, and it was also a convenient northwest access to the old city, which is very interesting also. But much more can be said within regards to the new gate itself, respectively, because it is naturally the newest of all the gates itself. And it actually says that this is the only city entryway not part of the original design of the 16th century walls. It was actually breached, reported over, in the waning days of the Ottoman Empire, because they itself was reported over here that I think Christian pilgrims could have quicker access to their places, which within the ramparts, those ramparts. So obviously, we as Jewish people, we don't obviously use these sites, and it's forbidden actually to enter their places of worship. Also, so we've covered 4 gates so far. So just in a nutshell, we've covered already the Jaffa gate, the Flower gate, the Damascus gate, and the new gate also, which leads to the Christian quarter. Okay, so what is the next gate? The next gate we can explore is the Zion gate, my personal, in a way, favourite gate of mine. Also, it's very near the Kever of David HaMelech, near Mount Zion also. Somewhere I visited many times. I did a video there just recently also. It's located in the south, and this was one of the main gates used by the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, in 1967, I think during the Six-Day War, to enter and capture the old city. The stones surrounding the gate are pockmarked by weapons fire, reported over. The entrance actually leads to the Jewish and Armenian quarters, respectively. This is very much a Zion gate over here, and you could say more. It's actually this reported over is the earliest biblical name in Hebrew and in English of all the gates itself. The Arabic name is the gate of the prophet David, interesting enough, as naturally the Kever HaDavid HaMelech is actually on adjacent to Mount Zion, and only a few very, very short proximity of the Zion gate itself. It also leads to the Armenian and Jewish quarters, respectively, over there. And it's a place I recommend everyone to watch the video I did within regards to the Zion gate also. It was quite recently I did the video over there, and it's actually interesting. So we said that it's the gate wears a pockmarked facade, voiceless scars from the fierce fighting for the Jewish quarter. This was in the year 1948. So obviously situated on Mount Zion. Okay, let's explore the next gate. The next gate is a Dung gate, located right next to the Kotel over here. It's located along the south wall. The gate is closest proximity, let's say, to the Temple Mount. Also, the gate received its name because starting in the 2nd century, refuse was hauled out of the city through this specific gate. Also, the Dung gate over here. This is very interesting. And you could also say that I think in Nehemiah, the book of Nehemiah, inside the Tanakh, the prophet in 2:13 mentions a Dung gate that was probably actually near this one. This gate leads directly, obviously, to the Kotel, the Western Wall, and the Southern Wall Archaeological Park also. So that's very, very interesting also. So 2 more gates just to cover over here. There is the Lion's Gate over here. Now, what, friends, is a Lion's Gate? It's somewhere I actually wanted to visit last week. I didn't actually succeed to going towards it. It's located in the east wall, and the entrance leads to something called the Via Dolorosa over there. That's something we can talk about. Near the gate's crest itself, there are 4 figures of lions, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. They say actually the Sultan Suleiman placed the figures there because he actually himself thought that if he did not construct a wall around Jerusalem, he would be killed by lions. They say that actually, I think, Israeli paratroopers from the 55th Paratroop Brigade, it's reported over in the Jewish Virtual Library, famously stormed through this gate during the Six-Day War to conquer the Temple Mount, after which they unfurled the Israeli flag above the old city, famously. Now, the last gate we're talking about over here is a golden gate over here somewhere. I was quite near it, approximately only 2 weeks ago, where I did a visit over there. This actually is facing the Mount of Olives on the eastern side of the old city. The gate was actually constructed in the post-Byzantine period. That's what's reported over. According to Jewish tradition, it's a report written in some places, the Moshiach, Be'ez Hashem, Moshiach is going to come now, and there's going to be the rebuilding of the third Bet HaMikdash immediately, but the Moshiach will enter Jerusalem through this specific gate, the Golden Gate itself. Why is it the Muslims, they try to do everything they can to prevent all of this? So they sealed the gate during the rule of Solomon over there. So because they want to try and stop this. So this is called the Golden Gate, or according to some, the Gate of Mercy also. So which is also very interesting also. And I was very, very near that specific gate. Also, they say it was bricked closed for more than 1,000 years. This gate is also, some people actually confuse this gate with the beautiful gate of the Second Temple period of it, which is just reported over. And that's very interesting. They also say that inside the Torah, the Bible, it predicts the glory of Hashem will enter the temple by means of the eastern gate. I think this is a quote from Pasuk in Ezekiel in chapter 43, verse 4. Please double check this. Also, and but the Muslims, they try to seal the gate to prevent all of this. So I would recommend everyone to actually look at the gorgeous pictures of different gates out there, and hopefully we'll be able to travel to the two other gates. Also, hopefully, I haven't been to the Herods Gate or the Lion's Gate, nor have I been actually outside the Golden Gate itself per se. So I hope this was informative. Wishing you all a great day. Shabbat Shalom, because it's Thursday evening, and take care.